the scrimmage, we talked a lot about tackling. Where do you?
You got to get better. You got to get better tackling.
How does that come, or is it drills or?
Through drill work, and then issues in the game relative to seeing whether it be a leverage issue, whether it be a space issue. From the scrimmage, it was obvious a number of times. So we point it out, and then we go out and we practice individual drills. That's what we have to do. But again, when you get 11 on 11, it's got to happen there.
What else did you see to improve on after the scrimmage Monday night?
There's a lot. You're more specific, there's a lot. We have a lot to.
Do you think they're coming along like you want them to early on?
You always want more as a coach, but we have a lot of players ascending, getting better, as I've said. And we need to stay positive with them and allow them to continue to gain experience through reps. That's what it takes.
You think guys are where you want them to be in terms of picking up your scheme?
Again, as a coach, that's tough to answer. You always want it to be better. You always want more. I understand the process. I understand how each kid's a little bit different, how they learn and how they come along. So again, there's nothing like experience, and in some cases, there's nothing like a bad experience to learn from. So we're having some of those bad experiences, and we got to have the player gain wisdom from those mistakes.
Coach Positional has talked several times about the competition up front on the line. Is it still good competition now? Or are there guys starting? Is this when guys can start to separate themselves?
I think so. So we're in training camp, so it's a grind, and so you get to see how a player perseveres and how a player keeps his focus when he's a little bit tired. So that definitely helps in the evaluation.
With what's going on in Maryland, not sure how much you coaches talk about that, but you've coached a long time. How do you draw the line between pushing a player to achieve his best and what's going on there in terms of?
I'm not going to comment on Maryland. I'm a football coach in Louisville. I'm interested in Louisville. I'm interested in bettering our players here, and Maryland will handle Maryland's concerns.
Coach, when you look at Dorian last year, I know you weren't here, but you've watched him. I mean, he started every snap as true freshman. What is the next step for him? I mean, he's been out there, he's got the experience. The next step for him in the development to get to where you want to be?
Well, there's a lot of room for him. Again, he's an ascending player. He loves the game of football. We put a lot on his plate relative to his ability to really run our defense. The communication portion of our defense starts through him. So he's still working at that, but he loves the game. He works hard at the game. It's important to him. So that kind of guy in the process usually, we get to speed that process up because he's fully involved.
What do you think this defense can do particularly well if they get to where you want them to be? Is there any one or two things that you're noticing they could have?
I think we're getting better in the effort area. I mean, to play good defense, that's got to be in place before you start over critiquing scheme and all of that. But effort and execution are keys in football. So I'm pleased we're running to the ball better. And with that execution, hopefully it will come along. You have to play fast in our game.
Do you like what you see from guys as far as leadership is concerned? Because isn't that a key? As you get closer to a game, you got to have some guys out there step up.
Yep, and that's always developing. I think a number of guys have established themselves as leaders, but like your question earlier, now it's tougher in training camp. We're in the grind, so the leadership portion of it needs to be impressed upon the guys, and then they need to show it for guys maybe that are fighting through some of that.
Dorian said the other day that he feels like the defense, the players have bought in more this year. Last year there were some older guys who maybe thought they knew the right way to do things, but this year they've been more eager to learn. Have you seen that?
I wasn't here last year.
Right.
I can't comment on places I'm not at or places that I've never been. I wasn't here, so it's hard for me to buy into that conversation with any kind of objective opinion.
London Topo back at safety. Do you look at him as someone as an important piece of the defense?
He is, and Lemon's he's a very smart player. He gets the schematic installs and builds very well. You know, you just got to keep, again, seeing reps back there, but I like the player.
Did he talk to you about movement? I mean, he kind of said the other day, he's like, I kind of wanted to, I feel better, more comfortable at safety. Did he come to you and kind of talk about that?
Yeah, he did. He did. And, you know, at that time, that was during spring ball. We were already working him, you know, at some nickel because of his traits. And so it made some sense as we evolved through spring ball to go ahead and do that. All right, thank you.